As first generation entrepreneurs, we simply just don't know enough. We don't know what we don't know, right? So the feeling that you have is valid. But just because you and I don't know enough, that's not enough to stop us from doing what we're supposed to do and being successful, because we got God in us. All right? Let's chat about it. Hey, listen, this is Arthur, CEO of Grenada Nut Company and co-creator of MegRelief, the all-natural pain relief. But today, on Sunday, what I want to start doing is just giving you the same information that I'm using to help me keep moving despite what I see and what I feel, okay? And so for those that don't know, I'm a Christian and I believe in the Bible. I believe what it says is true. I believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God. I also believe that the Bible can give us the principles needed to be successful in business. Now, people may not like it. You may already have tuned out, but stay with me, okay? I'm not here to judge you or for you to judge me. What I am trying to do is just be a resource for what I am using to make me. What I'm trying to do is be a resource for you, to give you the tools that I'm using that I know will lead me to success in business, okay? So let's get started. So every Sunday, what I'm going to do is come in and just tell you how I'm applying what I believe to understand about the Bible to business. And so if it helps you, great. Clearly, I'm not the first to do it, because you got Church of Entrepreneurs, who I follow. You got Spirit and Truth with Pastor Kurt Buckmeyer. You got Zoe with John Posey. All these men, have guided me, but I just feel led to be more transparent, okay? Now, if you listen to this, you listen to a very flawed person, right? Who have made copious amounts of mistakes. But what was crazy is that no matter how many mistakes I made, God would never let the mistakes break me. He did allow them to correct me, but they never just broke me. And so I have a responsibility to share not just the lessons I've learned in business, but the principles that I've gotten from the Bible and how I apply them to business. All right, so let's get started. So listen, you're a first generation entrepreneur. I'm a first generation entrepreneur. We weren't taught financial statements. We weren't taught predictive modeling. We weren't taught how to do a business plan. We weren't taught the proper way to network, not just going around changing business cards. We weren't taught the importance of relationships and key relationships. We weren't taught how to just do any of this stuff. All we know is that we have this desire and we have this unction to go out and build a business. Okay. And that's what we've done. Right. And so you've launched out. And then if you're like me, you met with a lot of frustration. You found out that a lot of things that you saw online, a lot of the coaches that was telling you stuff online was just full of hot air, and you lost a lot of money, spending too much on websites, spending too much on coaching or not doing coaching, like all these things. What ended up helping me make that transition, because this cost me the first 3 businesses, right? Where I was doing what everybody else was saying. On the 4th business, Sift Institute, I just settled down and did what I thought that God would want me to do, right? And that business blew up, right? And so that's what we're doing with Grenada Nut Company. Like, I am doing it based on what I believe God wants me to do. For instance, I'm not going to borrow any money to grow the business, right? Because I don't believe that you should borrow money to grow a business. Now, there'll be others that said, sure, I'm not speaking against them, but my current understanding is that we're to be lenders, not borrowers, and that the lender is servant to the borrower is servant to the lender, right? I don't want Grenada Nut Company to be a servant to anyone else, because it belongs to God. All right, so I'll be sharing that. But for today, I need you to accept the fact that you just don't know enough, right? I don't know enough. Like, collectively, we don't know enough, right? But that's okay, because what I've learned is, once you accept the fact that you don't know enough, and once you accept the fact that only God is enough, and that you commit to trust in Him, then you'll be successful, right? If you look at anybody in the Bible, anybody, Moses, Noah, David, Joshua, Solomon, the disciples, anybody, God called them to do something. They were not prepared, but when they started walking down that journey, even though they were scared, even though they were unsure, even though they made mistakes along the way, God blessed the works of their hands and they ended up being successful. Okay. And that's the same thing in business. So I need you to trust the fact that if you just incorporate God in it, right, that even though you may not get the profit immediately, by the act that you are operating your business in line with the principles that you understand about the Bible, and you're disciplined in terms of making sure that you go out and make yourself awareness, build awareness of your business. You go out and you treat your customers well. You understand how to price your products. That will give you the blueprint and everything that you need to be successful. Okay. So not knowing enough is not a weakness. When you have God with you, it's a strength. All right. Let me know your thoughts. We're going to grow this together. All right. Because I'm doing the same thing. I'm truly first generation. So I'm learning all this stuff as I go through, which is why I'm trying to share it with you so that you can know that you're not alone. All right. See you guys.